Alright, getting started up here, round one. Pretty good hand. I mean, any hand with a cloud post is usually pretty good. But this one also has preordain and map. Let's see, if he leads with an island and no one drop, I have to assume it's the mirror match. So we're going to do it like so. Yep, looks like mirror match. And we actually almost have this game locked up right now. The mirror match is very... Your game plan is very specific. And, pretty sure this is a mirror match, but... Yeah, okay. So the game plan is just to get enough mana to cast Capsize the buyback. And if you can protect it, then you'll win right there. And since I have 2 posts, he has none right now. It looks like we're gonna win. It might take a little bit of time though. So I want to be able to protect the Capsize, and right now he doesn't even have a post in play, so I don't need to cast it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get a counterspell with Mystical Teachings. Actually, I would like to be able to play both of these, map and teachings, and get a cloud post and play it, but I can't. I can't do that. It's actually more important to cast teachings than to get the extra cloud post into play right now. So we'll have exactly enough mana to do this play. It does mean we have to sorcery speed it, but I guess we can be okay with that. Actually, I can't flush this back, so I'm gonna go ahead and get Capsize first. And this way, he still has to have counter mana open. If he doesn't, I'll just cast it. Yep. Which is exactly what's going to happen here. I think we have just exactly enough mana. Okay, now we just need some action. Or some protection. Either way, the game is pretty much locked up. It's weird, I've never seen Ponder. It's always preordain. Preordain is a lot better when you don't have direct access to like fetch lands or things like that. We have nothing better to do, so like normally I don't even bother bouncing basics, but I have literally nothing else I could do. Yeah, that would have taken a while to win, but he knew the game was over. He can't condescend. At that point, he can't even prohibit, so we bring in Negates, Earth Rift, Envelop, and Power Blast. I think this is the easiest matchup to board. Although, whenever you're boarding out all these burn spells, it's usually pretty easy. And C8 Oracle. Just because it's the worst card. It's pretty bad. In fact, in this matchup, you mulligan kind of aggressively. This hand I can work with, but if it doesn't have a Cloud Post or an Earth Rift, it's pretty bad. Awkward. Well, I'm okay with teachings here. I'd like to be able to draw lands that are not islands. specifically Cloud Posts. He once again has no posts. How unlucky. For 2 games in a row. Well, I could Mystical Teachings, which I'd probably get a Brainstorm. Or I could just play 2 Prisms right now, which I think is just better. Actually, I definitely shouldn't have played the Mountain, though. That was awful. If I drew a Cloud Post there, I would have gotten very punished. Well, I would have rather drawn the Cloud Post anyway, though. There's Ponder again. I wonder, maybe he plays more shuffle effects. Most versions only play 1 map. I'm playing 3. Most versions play 0 to 1 expanse. He could be playing more. Ooh, that's interesting tech. So, okay. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Like, this deck does have a lot of excess colorless mana, so it's just eventually it'll be a 6/6 Island Walk. With virtual haste, I guess. Not really, though. Man, this is an awkward game. Neither of us have anything going on yet. I mean, he finally has a Cloud Post. He didn't do it on his upkeep, which he could have shuffled away those 2 cards, but he wanted one of them, I guess. Doesn't level up either. Okay, I guess he has something. Most versions play... wasn't gonna say that. They play a variety of blasts in the sideboard. It's really awkward that I have to do this. But I simply can't play Glimmer Post this turn and expect it to not hurt me. And of course, I could always try to find Cloud Post. 5, 6. So I have the option of flashing back Teachings to shuffle away the Glimmer Posts, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I need to cast this, and I need to hit my land drops, even if it's just Glimmer Post, but most of all I have to cast this. Okay. Actually, he probably knows this, but if once he goes up on this, I'm just dead to it. Except for Capsize in this card. But he might just start aggressively leveling that up now that he's cast a single Muldrifter. Yeah, he is going to do that. So 1, 2, 3. He could go ultimate next turn. Or no. Yeah, he needs 4 more. If that, of course, I didn't blow that up, but I'm going to blow it up. And then I will be able to play Crusher, which he may not have a counterspell for since he leveled that up. Actually, I could have done well to counter this, now that I think of it. Just so that he doesn't find a counterspell. And, you know, it's very curious, he actually played that after he played Glimmer Post. It's a pretty obvious incorrect play, because this does dig pretty deep for Cloud Post. he kept. And yeah, also Mana Leak is not in most lists. But I guess even if he had Mana Leak or Condescend, he'd be able to get the Crusher here. But I'm just trying to figure out what the likelihood is that he has another card like that. Well, I guess if he doesn't level up here... Okay. Well, that's good for us. Quite good. Actually, we still have to race, which might not be straightforward. Because his attacks first. Does have to pay 4 mana, though. I also have Teachings for Capsize, so I do have Inevitability right now. It just depends on what he has. I suppose I would just want him to level up, and then I'll eventually get him. It doesn't look like he's leveling up, but I don't know. Ooh. I actually considered playing this at one point. I didn't get around to putting it in though. For the mirror match, yeah. So just as a Teachings target, but it does both effects that you want, and there's no other instant speed LD. There's no other good ones, at least. There was one other card actually that I thought of besides this one, but I forget what it was now. Oh yes, it was the same thing, but it was just Fissure. Costs 2 red and 3. Didn't get around to that though. I see he has. Well, I'm gonna have to go with the Capsize plan. So we're gonna be taking 8, 15, then flashback, Teachings next turn. Taking 8 again, going to 7. Yeah, we can survive. It does suck we have to use both of our counter spells, and he still has the Earth Rift in the graveyard. But, I mean, we had to get... I mean, we don't even need this, per se, but I think it's better to keep it around right now. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, well, that's actually a lot more than I thought we had. So it doesn't hurt to have this at all. So we could either... We could do any two of the 3 things we have the option of doing, which are Earth Rift, Teachings, Muldrifter, and then also Teachings for Capsize. And cast Capsize, of course. I kind of want to blow up one of his lands so that he can't Earth Rift again. I could... yeah, I don't want to Capsize, actually. Not one of his lands, at least. So I think this is one of our plays. And then... Teachings, I think, would be the other play. Because we also would like to be able to protect the Capsize. Let's see, 3, 6, 7. He could still have Dispel, I guess. Figure he would have forced through the Earth Rift if he had it. I think I want... Which one first? Next turn, if I get a counterspell now, flashback 6, 6 for Capsize, I won't necessarily have mana left over to counter something, unless it's Pyroblast, which might not work because he might have his own Pyroblast. I think that being the case, I'll just get Capsize first. In fact, the first thing I should have done was probably Earthrift the island, so that he can't float and Dispel. But it's unlikely he has Dispel. Dispels can be pretty brutal sometimes. As a 1 mana hard counter. And any blast could do the same thing, but Dispel gets the Capsize and the Teachings and the counter spells. I suppose the Red Blast gets all the same things. Maybe Red Blast is just better. I mean, that's why I'm not playing Dispel, because there are cards that are basically better. Okay, plays a worse Mnemonic Wall and gets back Dispel. Okay. So I can Teachings for the Pyroblast if I want to. I still have no reason to cast Capsize yet. I'm okay with taking 1 hit from this. I think we're just gonna run out a bunch of Mole Drifters, actually. Let's see, that's 5 mana. We'll go ahead and preordain first in case we find something. Just another Mole Drifter. Well, we can't complain about that. Can we find a second Cloud Post? Nope. Well, we have one more chance. And yeah, he's got Dispel and the Earth Rift in the graveyard. I'm still going to cast this. And now we can finally protect our Capsize without flashing back the Teachings also. If he goes for Earth Rift, he has to draw a land. Or he has to have another Earth Rift. We'll only have 8 mana in play. We still Capsize, that's fine. That's a really good sign for us. Actually, you know something? Winning this game without the Crusher could take forever. We might actually have to just blow up or bounce every permanent he has. And then even then he can, well, he can play Glimmer Post to gain some life, but those are the cards that I can't bounce. I won't be able to bounce those because I can't actually race a Glimmer Post. If there's enough Locusts in play. I even took out the Oracles. So yeah, I think we're on just Mole Drifter. So I threw one of them away. I'm pretty sure I can't throw any more of them away. It'd be too risky. So we're going to Capsize this. Let's see, do I have enough mana to counterspell 2 Dispels here? I'd have to have 6, 7, 8, plus 7, 15, 3, 6, 9, 14, 15. Was it 15 I said? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 15. We have exactly enough. So we'll go ahead and do this play. Left over. Yep, okay. Just wanted to double check. Also means we could counter the Earth Rift if he doesn't have 2 dispels, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Oh no, we can't counter the Earth Rift because we don't have a 1 mana. Or no, we have Envelop. Oh yeah, we do. So we still can't find a land. And another Mulldrifter, we have to deal with that. We actually, by deal with that, I mean we actually have to bounce all of his permanents, including the Mulldrifter, so that we can actually kill him. So I think we can actually start that pretty soon, though. We're gonna have Capsize counter backup, and how much mana we had? 15. Yeah, that's enough to capsize twice with counter backup. I might actually just have to trade Mulldrifters because I am actually at 12, which is, well, it's not too low, but I really only need, I guess, 2 Mulldrifters to kill him before I deck out. I think would be the. Okay. There's a second copy of Leak. Okay, yeah. Well, we don't have counter backup, but hopefully we won't need it. So we have 15. I can't cast a Mulldrifter then? It's actually really awkward. Would love to cast this right now. Yeah, but I can't. Next turn I should be able to do whatever I want. Just about. I'll have, let's see, 6, 12. Oh, he just conceded. That makes this a lot easier for me. I guess he had nothing in hand because currently, like, if he just leaves open mana, I can't reliably capsize. But if I draw, well, that would have worked, I guess, for a bit. I still would have had to find a counterspell before I could ever cast this again. Okay, there it was. So he actually still had a shot, but made it easy for us. So now we're 1-0.